One of the classic things on computers I've always found with people I'm working with is the save function. Where are you saving your files? If you don't know where you're saving your files, it's about time you should learn, because really if you're just not knowing where you're saving it, it's like you writing a document and then just throwing it over your shoulder and just hoping you'll find it later on, and then throwing another one over your shoulder. Whereas if you actually know where you're filing it, makes all the difference. So let's have a look in Word here. I'm writing a beautiful letter to someone, blah da 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 da, and I want to go and save that now. So I'm going to go to the save function. Any application that has something like this has a save. The shortcut for save is always Cmd S for save. So I'm going to go and do that. Notice I'm not clicking the long way, I'm just showing you the long way. And then I go back and I use that shortcut, Cmd S. Now, here's an area that you might be familiar with. You might have saved in this area quite a little bit. Now, most people just go straight to save. Yep, save, right, cool, done. Run away, run away, run away. What about if we want to decide where we're going to save things? If I click on this little arrow just to the side of my Word here, it brings up my Finder. And then I can decide where I want to be saving it. So I don't want to call it, I want to call it My Beautiful Stuff. And then I want to decide where I'm going to save it. Now, because we created those folders on the sidebar, I can go straight to the folders that I'm using all the time, which probably I want to save this in. I'm going to create a folder in here. Down here at the bottom here, you can see it says New Folder. And I'm going to call this folder Gorgeous Stories, because I can spell gorgeous. Forgive my spelling. So I'm going to go with that anyway, and I'm going to save that into that folder. Now when I close this, to close this window, I'm going to quit out of Word. Remember, not closing the window, just doing that hasn't quit Word. I have to go to Word and quit, or Command Q. So I'm going to do that, Command Q, and Word is closed. Now, let's go back to our Finder and find that document that I just saved. If I press Command N for New Finder window, and then I go up to my Technology Shaman folder, and then I go down to my wonderful spelling, Gorgeous Stories, and there's my beautiful stuff. I know exactly where it is, and I found it in seconds. Now, unlike in a house when you're saving into a folder where you have to go to a shop and physically buy a folder, you have to find a marker and write on it and whatever, this is instantaneous. You can create a folder out of thin air. It's like magic. And I really encourage you to start getting into the habit of filing all of your files as you go. What if I want to save this onto my desktop as well? I can go through and try and go to File, Save As, and save it onto my desktop. Or I can just do it really quick. See this little icon here? I can just drag that onto the desktop, and it's saved a copy of it onto the desktop. Even better, if I'm in my mail software, that we'll be looking at in a later lesson, and I've got a new mail up, for example here, you can see I've got a new mail. Now what I can do is in the Word document, I can drag this little icon here onto my email here, and it's just saved the Word document straight into the email, ready to be sent to everyone who wants to read your wonderful work. So that little icon there is a really good way to save, along with the normal way of saving.